What's good, homies? We are live from sunny South Central Los Angeles, California. As always, I am Mark, and I am a recovering codependent narcissist. I am grateful. What does that even fucking mean, man? Like, honestly, that is such a difficult, or was such a difficult concept or idea for me to understand. Being grateful. Hmm. Gratitude. That's a word, right? Feel gratitude. What is that? That's really the key. Gratitude, not the key. Feeling gratitude. Feeling. That's the key. That is the mother loving key. Feeling was such a difficult concept for me to understand. And I really think that's a difficult concept for most men to understand, period. Most men are taught that we're not supposed to feel much of anything. Um, Real men don't cry. Real men don't have feelings. That's kind of a cultural norm that we have here in the United States and maybe all of Western culture, is that men aren't really supposed to be feeling their feelings. Women, who are much more intuitive than men, just naturally feel their feelings all the time, or most of the time, or a lot of the time. Actually, I can't really speak for women how often they feel their feelings, but it's got to be more than men. More than me, that's for sure. And this probably causes a huge disconnect that no one really talks about, is that men can't feel their feelings or are taught not to feel their feelings, and women feel their feelings a lot more than men. The, the thing is with men is that I and many other men, we intellectualize our feelings. So I think I feel something. I mean, that is like the craziest thing ever, right? It's like, I'm not even sure how, now that I'm feeling my feelings, I'm not even sure what it meant before to think I was feeling my feelings. Because when you feel your feelings, you definitely know what's up. You definitely know something's there. For example, if you get angry, something pisses you off and you get angry, you don't have to think that you are angry. You just feel it. It just comes up. That's what feelings are. So, men, if you aren't feeling your feelings, you need to do a lot of work on yourself. Honestly, I'm not judging you. Far from it. I'm trying to offer you a solution to getting out of your head and into your heart. Because the intellect is not supposed to be running the show. The heart is. Our feelings are what is supposed to be driving us as humans, not our intellects. My mind tells me all kinds of crazy shit. When I'm not carefully observing it, there's so much negative self-talk or just shit that comes up. I'm like, who is in charge here, man? This is not me. This is just crazy talk, man. This is crazy thinking coming out of my intellect right now. I'm not doing any of this. And when I do observe things and I notice a voice isn't me, I get all kinds of crazy information as well. Crazy downloads about the future or circumstances or, I don't know, people. So, how to put these things into context, I have no idea. No idea, because the intellect is not supposed to be running the show. Our hearts are the things that are supposed to be running the show. Our feelings are the things that are supposed to be driving us. Because I am not my thoughts. I am the observer of my thoughts. So what I've been learning is learning to feel grateful. And it's been a new thing. I'm not entirely sure how that works, or I'm not even entirely sure what the feeling of gratitude feels like. It's a new thing. It's only a couple months old that I've begun to feel my feelings. Does feeling gratitude change? Is it always the same feeling? I don't know. I really don't know. And I'm okay with saying I don't know. That's a hard thing for people to admit to as well. It's just admitting to something that they don't know. But I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out this feeling thing. And I know what I do know is that when it comes from my intellect, because it's usually crazy and I don't know, all over the place. And it doesn't feel right. It feels like something off. It feels like, I don't know, the blind leading the blind. It does not feel so comfortable being so unaligned, being so out of balance. So I know what it doesn't feel like, and that's good. That's contrast. Contrast is big. We don't know what we want really until we know what we don't want. That's a very important idea for sure. Show. I've tried to do some exercises where I turned off my intellect, actually. I try to disengage the mind totally and just see where my heart leads me. And honestly, things get pretty interesting. And I know this works, but I've only ever tried to do it while I've been high. And I'm not sure why it's only come up then. Or, I don't know. It's easier for me to connect on psychedelics or when I get high. I don't know, it's just easier for me because it shows me the map of what it's supposed to look like and feel like, because I've never felt that before. I don't know. So it gives me a roadmap of what things are possible that are just outside my awareness. And what I know now is that I have to get there myself. So I'm going to start practicing disengaging the intellect soberly and just leading with my heart and seeing where that goes. Because when I've done it high, man, I've gotten some great places, man. This one time, this girl and I just said, let's see what happens when we disengage our intellect and just lead with our hearts. And it was a really beautiful experience. And I actually kind of regret not talking to this person about that experience. It kind of happened and that relationship ended. But for me, it was a really eye-opening experience of just being in your heart space for so much, for so long. And then this weekend, I was at this great warehouse party. And I was like, man, I'm just going to turn off my intellect and lead with my heart and see what happens. And in doing so, what I realized is that, dude, it's so hard for me to have fun. I'm so judgmental about myself. I'm so critical of myself. I'm so harsh on myself that it's very difficult for me to have fun. Even like a fun setting, like at a cool rave downtown. But when I turned off my intellect and just was in my heart space, man, I was having a great time. I was having so much fun. And I realized that this is what it's like. Being in my heart is is more fun, man. I know what it feels, because fun for me is a feeling, I guess. And it was so fun to feel that. I really enjoyed myself. So today I'm going to soberly practice disengaging my intellect and feeling my feelings. And I'm really I'm really enthusiastically looking forward to this. And the way I got there into being able to feel my feelings, to feel joy, to feel gratitude, is that I had to feel my pain. So men out there, if you're listening, you got to feel your pain. If you want to feel joy, if you want to feel gratitude, if you want to feel any of your feelings or any of your emotions, you have to feel your pain first, and you have to feel it all the way through. You have to feel all of your toxic shame all of the way through. For me, it lasted like 2 straight days. I felt the shame of a child molester, man. It was it was such an intense experience, man. I can't even really explain it to anyone that has not done the work themselves and felt their own pain. But this was a couple months ago, and I'm like, come on, homies, when am I going to start feeling something else? Feeling joy, feeling anything. And it's got to be a choice for me right now. Feeling my feelings is not automatic. It's got to be a choice. I have to make a free will choice to feel happiness or feel joy. And I think by doing that enough, all of a sudden, it just becomes a little more natural. So men, I'm speaking to you. Feel your feelings, man. It's a great way to reconnect with yourself and realign yourself and feel more holistic, feel more balanced. And women, you can't beat guys up. We don't know this shit. This is a new concept, and as we are going through this paradigm shift, through this consciousness evolution, maybe more men wake up to this experience. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I feel excited. Honestly, I woke up today and for the first time in a super long time, I felt enthusiastic about my life. I no longer felt like I was a victim of my own life. And where I go from now, man, I have no clue, honestly. But I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just going to lead with my heart and see where I go. And I know it starts with feelings. Mother love and feelings. So if you find this message, you're on the path. You are seeking truth. And I hope my message empowers you or encourages you to find your own truth and speak your own truth and share it. Because really, in sharing it and speaking it and voicing it out loud is where the healing begins. Don't take my word for it. Try it out yourself. Don't take my word for anything. Try it out yourself. So thank you for letting me share, and thank you for letting me be of service.